Welcome to On the Beat, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson. Joining me today is Patrick Wooten. Now, he's from Richard Schwartz and Associates Injury Law Firm. And today we're talking all about 3M Combat earplugs. And of course, it's an update. We talked about this almost 6 or 7 months ago, if I remember correctly. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. It's great to see you again,
Likewise.
Troy.
Give everyone at home an update on where we were at with these cases.
Absolutely. As we talked about, these earplugs were issued to our service members from 2003 to 2015. The federal judge out of Florida has really done a fantastic job of moving these cases forward. So since we've talked, there have been 7 trials already, which is unheard of.
In favor of the victims?
5 have been in favor of the victims, 2 in favor of the defense. So the 5 in favor of the service members have all been 7 figures. The lowest has been just over $1 million. The highest has been $8.2 million.
Wow. To one person?
To one person.
Wow. Can we just explain to everyone what this is all about again for people at home that may have not caught our first segment?
No, absolutely. So people who were deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait were issued by 3M through the military combat dual-ended earplugs. So they actually were rather unique. Like one way you put them in, they were supposed to be completely noise canceling. If you flipped them the other way, it allowed a little bit more noise to come through. But unfortunately, they were too large for the carrying case that the military had issued for the troops. So 3M went in and reconfigured the earplugs, which therefore defeated the sound deafening portion of their use.
So what was the issue? People were losing hearing, or what's the, explain that part.
It's 2 things. Either service members are being affected by a loss of hearing, or they're suffering tinnitus as a result of using these.
Well, that's painful.
That's very painful.
Yeah.
I've got a very good friend who's got it, and I know what he goes through.
And it's almost, I believe, almost impossible to cure.
That's
that
right.
As well.
There's not a cure that we're aware
So if someone's sitting at home and watching this and think they may have been a victim, what's that process like for them to get the ball rolling? And what do they need to bring to the table for proof?
Yeah, that's the great question. So if you deployed and used these earplugs 2003 to 2015, that's the window. The key to it is reach out to our law firm, as we have over 2,000 service members who have put their confidence in us. And really, you hopefully have a copy of your medical records from the time you were in the military, because the military did a wonderful job of testing your hearing before you deployed and then retesting it when you came back. And then additionally, our firm will reach out to the VA or other medical providers that you sought treatment for hearing-related issues.
I've often wondered about this type of court case. If I am the victim and I call you, do I have to go to court?
The odds of you actually going to court are very slim. So the trials that have taken place, you have what are called the plaintiff's pick, because the people bringing the case are the plaintiffs, plus you'll have defense picks. So the judge has 7 more trials scheduled between now and early 2022, as she really wants to try to keep the momentum going, which with the hope ultimately would be a resolution of all these hundreds of thousands of cases. So the judge really would hope there would be a settlement at the end based on the results of these first dozen or so trials that would lead the parties to get together to determine what is a fair and reasonable settlement for everybody.
Can I ask you, it might be a strange question, but I'm sitting here listening to you. Are we going after 3M and not the Army?
Correct. The government has immunity.
Why isn't the government?
Government has immunity.
Do you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah, but the government has immunity. So you go after 3M as the manufacturer and provider of these earplugs, because what they ultimately gave to the government did not meet the specifications that the government requested in the contract.
So I'm playing devil's advocate here. Why isn't the government suing 3M and giving the refunds to us, the victims, as an example, if I was a victim?
Absolutely. The government actually did go after 3M in a civil thing and got a fine from 3M.
Oh, okay then. If you want to find out more information about Patrick Wooten and Richard Schwartz and Associates Injury Lawyers, all the information is up on the screen.